Hey guys, welcome back to Just Our Tip Tuesday. You don't see a jar here, but we do see some balloons because it is New Year.
2019?
That's right, so it's January 1, 2019.
Happy New Year.
We hope you guys had a great night last night if you celebrated New Year's Eve and are having a great New Year's Day as well. We had a great group WOD today.
Yes, we
Really
did.
awesome partner workout, which was super fun.
Yeah, thanks for everybody who came out today, and hopefully the fortune that you picked up from our lobby was something that you can use for this coming year.
That's right. So, guys, what I want to talk about today on Just Our Tip Tuesday is a very common thing you see at the beginning of the year, which is setting goals
Yeah.
and how to tackle New Year's resolutions, right? Studies show, and they vary a little bit, but anywhere from 8 to about 12% is what people say actually of the people who make New Year's resolutions actually accomplish them, which is 12, I think, is a little bit generous. 8 might even be a little bit generous from people that I talk to anecdotally, but I want to talk about how to tackle New Year's resolutions, New Year's challenges, and just a quick couple tips for doing so.
Sure.
So to lead things off, what I like to do is make them into digestible chunks, all right?
Right.
So if you're like, let's say you're like 30 or 40 pounds overweight, right? And you're like, this is the year that I'm finally gonna lose this weight and keep it off. And that's a very common New Year goal. I think it's like the second most common New Year's resolution. Instead of thinking, oh man, I gotta lose 40 pounds, how about you just break that into quarters and chunks? So you say, okay, in the first quarter of the year, I'm going to lose 10 pounds.
Sure.
All of a sudden it becomes a lot easier to think about because you have 12 weeks in a quarter, so you need to lose less than 1 pound a week, which is like pretty doable,
It's
right?
sustainable.
Sustainable pace to do it at to meet your goal.
Yeah.
So that's one way I like to really start thinking about my goals. Like, okay, well, I have this long-term thing I want to get done, but how can I break that into something that seems easier and more digestible than that? What about you, Jay? What's the way you approach it?
One of the things I really like to do too is like in terms of a vision board. If let's just say that I'm going to use weight loss as that. Maybe I've got a time where I was 30 or 40 pounds lighter. Maybe I put that picture up and like I'd like to look at like this again.
Yeah.
And and that's completely doable. I don't necessarily put a picture up of like a Baywatch star or something and go, that's what I want to look like.
Or me.
Or you? Okay, definitely. Well, no, I hope so. But yeah, I like to put a vision board up, and I like to set just similar to this, like in terms of goals. I like to break it down because if you look at the bigger picture and like 30 or 40 pounds, that's a lot of weight. But when you break it down and like I'm going to lose 10 pounds by spring break, then I'm going to lose 10 more pounds by summer. All of a sudden, different things start to happen because it takes time to do that and to establish habits.
Yeah.
So you can't do this overnight. So it does take time for these to actually take place.
And the last thing I'd add in, guys, is taking it just a step further, but instead of focusing on the end result, focus on the things you need to do to get there. So let's use like the actual number one goal at New Year's resolutions is to become financially stable, right? So people who either are living in debt or like I really want to save money for X big purchase, maybe it's a new house, maybe it's a car, whatever, vacation with your family. That is the number one goal people make. So with that in mind, let's think about paying off debt. Let's say
Sure.
I have a few $1,000s in credit card debt and I want to pay it off. Let's say that's your goal. What the process would be for that, instead of saying, okay, well, I know that I'll break into quarters and I want to pay off, let's say I have $2,000, I want to pay off $500 every quarter towards my credit card debt and get that done by the end of the year. That might not happen if you don't have a way to stay on budget. So now you need to make your process, and your process might be, I'm going to log all of my receipts and all of my money into an envelope and make sure that as I go through the month that I'm tracking those and I'm on budget, right? So you start to make those processes happen. The result takes care of themselves. It's very similar to how we accomplish things in the gym, right? If you have a goal of PRing your back squat, it's great to have that goal, but you can't just make it happen without training, right? But if you focus on, okay, well, that means I'm going to come to the gym 4 times every week.
Right.
I'm going to make sure that when they post a workout, I'm going to be there. I'm not going to let myself cherry pick. And you pick these like steps that you take that you don't have to think about the end result anymore. The end result takes care of itself.
Right.
So breaking down even farther than just that quarterly, but then also thinking about what are the things I need to do daily to make those things a reality.
Yeah.
Would be the final little tip I would throw in.
Awesome. And just if you didn't get to see our video yesterday that we posted on Macros Monday, just note that we do have an awesome nutrition special that we're running right now for the next 7 days. So please you sign up, and it's $25 for current members and it's $50 for non-members, but you get 3 things. You get a nutrition plan, which is a macros plan. You get a software it's our software, and you get guided nutrition counseling basically for 4 weeks. And then you also get weekly check-ins from us and feedback as well.
Yep.
So you get 3 different things, and that's very good for it. It's very inexpensive. So sign up now, because at the end of the 7 days sign up, it goes up to $50 for current members and $100 for non-members.
Yep.
So, all right, guys. Well, Happy New Year. We hope that your New Year is awesome, and 2019 is going to become your year. Have a great week, and we'll see you next week. Take care. Bye.